Hello everybody, this is TinBoy752, aka the player who finally S-ranked Humano Epo expert in Love Live All-Stars. And I will be doing my card breakdown featuring a luxury Christmas set from the story event, An Extravagant Christmas. And title in Japanese is Christmas wa Go Just Me. The scouting banner is available until December 28 afternoon. I will start off with basic info, my thoughts on the cards, and then the verdict. Got some premium Mikan? Here comes Luxury Christmas Chika. As an elegant SP card, your base stats will start up at 7,593 base appeal, 4,996 base stamina, 5,928 base technique with 17.78% critical rate. Her fifth limit stat will end up at 13,590 base appeal, 8,948 base stamina, and 10,608 base technique with 31.82% critical rate. Chika's skill is SP voltage buffer, increasing SP voltage gain by 30 to 32% of her appeal for the SP burst at 30% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting her strategy by increasing base appeal by 5 to 7%. Her active ability is SP Fill, filling SP gauge by 2.7 of her appeal when at the start of the song. Really? Luminous Knight Rina has the same skill set as this UR. The only difference is that Chika only uses her active ability at the start of the song, while Rina activates her active ability for every appeal chance start at 30% chance. Just refer to my previous card breakdown video, decent SP voltage buffer, very good passive back, frontliner, and well-utilized appeal focus SP filler. Both cards pack a powerful punch, but Chika focuses on voltage meta, while Rina focuses on the critical meta. Lastly, Chika can sustain more with her stamina stat over Rina. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now, I haven't checked the other three costumes yet, but this Chika is pretty festive already, and most of her costume comes from the red. So, festive hairpin, I do like to say. I do like the braid that she has braids all to the left side of her hair. Not actually twin tails, but at least one braided ponytail on the side and one that is weaving down, just wavy hair. And we have the idiot strand hair, which is her traditional hairstyle. And finally, the rest of the costumes, pretty gift wrap for her special holidays. I think we have a perfect festive Mikan here. Play the bells with luxury Christmas Lanzhu. I kinda copied the script from the previous event card breakdown video. As a cold skill card, her base stats will start off at 7,410 base appeal, 6,296 base stamina, 7,593 base technique with 33.77% critical rate. Her fifth limit stats will end up at 13,260 base appeal, 6,296 base stamina, 13,590 base technique with 55.77% critical rate. Lanzhu's skill is SP Fill, filling SP gauge by 10 to 12% at 11% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting cool cards by increasing base appeal by 4 to 5.2%. Her active ability is Skill Activation Rate Buffer, increasing skill activation rate by 16%, affecting herself during appeal chances. Last month was Mia's Thanksgiving UR, which is her debut UR, very powerful enough to take on critical scoring. Lanzhu this time debuts with a one-trick SP Fill role. Her stat distribution does give an impression of not scoring above average as appeal, and technique are nearly balanced out, but she does have a critical rate that is slightly less than Mia's UR. Her SP Fill will take your SP strategy to a big portion of the gauge for a few times, and then it will not act very often unless you flip your SP strategy and appeal chances, which grants a total of 27% skill rate for herself. Lanzhu focuses more on scoring over SP Fill, so do take note if you want her in SPACs, which might flip a coin and get a quarter of her skill activations right. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now Lanzhu, I guess she takes some cues from Chika, but this time, because of her very tall figure, I figured that she has her longer Christmas dress, and one has like a very decorative choker on her neck. To tie off her hair, it's actually tied to the side of the back. Pretty messy, but she does look very pretty. She also opts in for dark handwear, probably festive gloves, party gloves likely, and I'm pretty sure the design is almost the same as Chika, but there are some variations that I haven't picked up it from the previous costume. But I do think Lanzhu is pretty well. I guess I couldn't say queendom very much without saying that word, but anyway, what a powerful Christmas to her. More power to her. The scouting answer for this banner is Water Blue Daya. As a natural SP card, her base stats will start off at 3,693 base appeal, 3,322 base stamina, 4,890 base technique with 29.67% critical rate. Her fifth limit stats will end up at 6,290 base appeal, 5,681 base stamina, and 8,320 base technique with 39.96% critical rate. Daya's skill is SP Voltage Buffer, increasing voltage gain by 20 to 22% of her appeal for the next SP burst. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting her strategy by increasing base appeal by 3 to 5%. Her active ability is also SP Voltage Buffer, increasing SP voltage gain by 8% of her appeal for the next SP burst on appeal chance start at 30% chance. Daya's SP voltage buffer role is something that SR guards might need for early advanced gongs. She can do critical hits a bit. It'd be nice to use her well, had her passive focuses on everyone else and not her strategy. Here we have another SR card that focuses on the wrong strong stat, Costume Collection. This is what she looks like in costume preview. I think she might have took some cues from Chika's costume, if I remember, from the last event that we got, which is actually the last previous event that the White City Lights, rather from the Japanese style Thanksgiving Day. This is like an alternate variation from Chika's Water Balloon New World costume, and for variation, Daya opts in for these beautiful flowers as part of her hairband and the ribbon. So I guess I take it a beautiful costume for an adaptation. Well, not much to say about what differences between the arcade and the mobile game, but I do like this costume. Not actually one of my favorite costumes, but oh well. Our Christmas spirit has gifted us a Smile Healer Luxury Christmas Umi. As Smile Guard card, her base stats will start off at 2,970 base appeal, 7,360 base stamina, 5,320 base technique with 15.96% critical rate. Her fifth limit stat that will end up at 5,328 base appeal, base stamina of 13,182, and 9,536 base technique with 28.60% critical rate. Umi's skill is healing, restoring stamina by 40 to 52% of her stamina at 11% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting Smile cards by increasing base stamina by 3 to 4.2%. Her active ability is Skill Activation Rate Buffer, increasing skill activation rate by 10%, affecting herself during appeal chances. Yumi's Uor now grants a unique kind of healer, and I'm pretty sure why you'll know in the active ability part, where her role is a stamina stacker where her base stamina is the highest, making room for other scores, sideliners scoring potential. Her skill is very good to compensate for the 11% skill rate. As for her passive, she will need to team up with Smile cards if you want to boost your morale. During appeal chances, she grants a total of 21% skill rate thanks to her active ability. This LSA is similar to Hario from the previous event, but it is supposed to grant burst heals with enough skill manipulation. Use her as a last resort if all else fails. Okay, this is what she looks like in costume preview. Umi this time tries to make herself different amongst Chika and Lanzhu, the beautiful leaders. Well, I guess Umi this time opts in for a dress style. She's still opted in for the short skirt variation, but she does have additions such as having dark parts or like a skin stocking inside of the side of her dress. But at least it looks beautiful. The dark gloves that she got from Lanzhu, and her decoration this time is right on the right side of her hair. That makes her unique amongst the rest. And she doesn't have any other decorations other than the scrunchy at the back of her hair, at the back. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this Umi costume. Yeah, I'm gonna get her as an event QR, but I'm not going for a tier her. So, pretty good variation from Chika and Lanzhu. I do have to note that she does have a right size hairpin, hair decoration for all that matters to me. But anyway, that is all for the UR set. The first event S-Star is Mogyoto Rin. Being a pure voltage card, her base stats will start off at 3,844 base appeal, 2,729 base stamina, 3,542 base technique with 10.62% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 6,548 base appeal, 4,652 base stamina, 6,032 base technique with 18.9%, 0.9% critical rate. Ring skill is Appeal Buffer, increasing effective appeal by 5 to 7%, affecting her strategy for 5 notes. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus Appeal Plus, affecting herself by increasing base appeal by 5 to 7%. Her active ability is Voltage Gain, gaining voltage by 7.6% of her appeal on appeal chance success. Rin is good for supporting frontliners with her effective Appeal Buffer. She can try to score a bit higher with her Appeal Plus passive. There's not much of a difference when you have a UR card at base limit. At least her active ability utilizes her highest stats, but you need to pass those ACs to get her voltage gain. Otherwise, that'd be a costume collection anyway. So this is what she looks like in costume preview. Oh my gosh! Now, if I recall, Maki had like extra hair decoration on the back for Mogyoto costume. Rin this time tries to add in an extra fluff of I guess ponytail on the side of her hair. Now, as usual, the costumes for Mogyoto. Now, because of Rin's slim figure and I guess below average bust line, this makes her pretty slim, like very slim. But I do like the variation. It's just that most of the design for Mogyoto set does not have any variant. Well, not much of a variance, but at least Rin stands out with this fluff ponytail and a cute hair dress, I say. The second event S-Star is LLL's Shioriko. Sad Ayumu and Shioriko are not together in this event. As an elegant skill card, her base stats will start off at 3,778 base appeal, 2,683 base stamina, 3,479 base technique with 10.43% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 6,433 base appeal, 4,569 base stamina, and 5,926 base technique with 77% critical rate. Shioriko's skill is Critical Rate Buffer, increasing critical rate by 5 to 7%, affecting her strategy for 10 notes. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting her strategy by increasing base appeal by 3 to 5%. Her active ability is Skill Activation Rate Buffer, increasing skill activation rate by 8%, affecting everyone for 10 notes during appeal chances at 30% chance. Now, I can say this UR is a bit useful in some cases because her skill buffs up critical rate, good for helping out critical meta cards. Her passive also benefits her strategy, so do mind putting her on putting her on your main strategy if you want to buff up some critical rate. Her passive, however, she can be backline too if you want your cards to activate skills more often with 8% skill rate, but it is at 30% chance. This is a useful utility card for an SR card, and I think it is worth getting limited greases if you want to power up Shioriko's strategy. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Shioriko has the braid. Shioriko has the cute headband actually. Now, I guess this is almost similar to other. I guess she's opting in for a short sleeve for her costume. And lastly, the teal green signature collar. We're close to the end of the SR set, and I'm now seeing some variations. I likely forget the differences, but I think I'll have to reserve my judgment for Setsuna and Shizuku's costumes for the next festival banner. I guess this banner is gonna be, well, I guess different because we're gonna have more 11% UR. Well, you got two 11% UR cards, and one is a normal 33%. But Chika copies almost the same as Luminous Night Reuna from the previous event with slight variation. Lanzhu, SV filler, but you're gonna need luck to activate her skill. Otherwise, during your build chances, you might get a chance to score more through SP meta wise. And for Umi, she's more of a sustain card. Not actually a sustain card. You can just put her on stamina stack duty. Just don't expect her to let her activate burst heals. Just try to be lucky ASAP. Now for the S-Stars. Daya, I guess Daya has an SP voltage buffer. So more of a costume collection if you have other UR cards with that same skill or possibly active ability. Now for Rin, more of a pure frontline supporter. Not much to say, but I guess costume collection as well. She does buff up herself. That means she won't be able to benefit other strategy members. And lastly, Shioriko. Shioriko is actually one of the more useful utility cards among the three because she can buff up critical rate and skill activation rate. Overall, I think this is a bit of a hit or miss now that Chika has copied Luminous Night Reuna. I guess it's gonna be more or less a perfect time. If you're lucky enough to get Lanzhu, do tier this event if you want to. If we're getting a 7-card festival banner by December 28th, then it is time for me to make a new thumbnail for this rare occasion. That's all for this video. Give it a like and comment, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell for notifications. I'm streaming games 3 to 4 times a week on YouTube at 21THT. Links to my socials are in the video description below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye! See you soon!